Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Kristen, and today I'm going to be doing a super cool book tag. It is the Ravenclaw Book Tag, and it was originally done by What Victoria Read, and I will link her video down below. But this is such a super cool book tag because it has books based or prompts based on Ravenclaw traits. So I think that is so cool. I know there are other book tags out there for the other houses, so I encourage you guys, if you like this one and you're Ravenclaw, do it, or if you're another house, kind of look them up and see if you can find a book tag for those, because everybody knows I love Harry Potter, and so this book tag is right up my alley and I'm super excited about it. So let's get started. So like I said before, this is the Ravenclaw book tag, and a lot of the prompts are based on Ravenclaw traits. So this should be super interesting, super fun. I'm not doing this one on the fly. I have pre-prepared it, so hopefully everything goes well with it. So let's get started. The first question is, and I've got the questions next to me, so I apologize. Let's go back to Hogwarts. Which is your favorite Harry Potter book? So which is your favorite Harry Potter book? And that is, for me, The Prisoner of Azkaban. This is also my favorite of the movies. I just feel like this is the point where things start to turn. That it starts to get more, I guess, adultish. We find out more about Harry's past. It starts to connect with the past books and the future books, and you start to see things really just start to come together, and you have those wow moments, I feel like, starting in this book. And I also feel like going forward in the books, I'm always looking back and connecting things to this one. So this one is by far my favorite. This is my favorite book in the entire world. There is no book that I love more than this book. So not only is it my favorite of the Harry Potter books, it is my favorite book, period. Okay, and so now it's time to move up to the common room. At the top of Ravenclaw Tower, a riddle is needed to open the door. Challenge your viewers with your favorite riddle and leave the answer in the description. So I will leave the answer at the bottom of the description for you guys, and here is my riddle. You answer me, but I never ask you questions. What am I? You answer me, but I never ask you questions. What am I? And like I said, I will put the answer down at the bottom in the description. And the next one says, I'm sorry I'm looking over because I ran out of ink and couldn't print these, so I'm like looking at the computer. Alright, so we've made it to the common room where everything is in the house colors of blue and bronze. Recommend a book with blue or bronze on the cover. And this is, I know I'm kind of starting crazy, but I did talk about this one before, but it's just on my mind, and that is Bonecryer's Moon. I gave a synopsis in one of my other videos. I think it was my May recap. This is such a cool book. About Bonecryers who are farriers of the dead, and it goes through the story of specifically two Bonecryers and a boy. There's always a boy. So this is an interesting read. It is one that will just keep you on the edge of your seat. This is probably one you could read in a day, as far as I'm concerned. So highly recommend Bonecryer's Moon. Okay, so the next one's prompts are all based off of the Ravenclaw traits. So the first one is intelligence. Recommend a book that is cleverly written. And for that one, I chose Woman in the Window. I am very disappointed in myself that I did not realize what was happening in that book sooner than I realized it. Normally, I'm pretty good at guessing what's actually going on in books like that, but I just feel like that book was... The author did a really good job of just making you second guess yourself and second guess everything that you thought was true, and at the end just pulling it out and you're like, oh wow. So I thought that one was very cleverly written. It did keep me on the edge of my seat. It was one of those thriller type books for me. Really enjoyed it. The next is Wit. Recommend a funny book. This book I chose is Never Have I Ever, My Life So Far Without a Date. That's a really long title, and it's like a memoir, and I do read quite a few memoirs and like self-help type books, but this one was really, really funny. Another cleverly written one, I think, but the author just goes through talking about like how her awkward stages and how her life has been, and she's like in her 20s. So I just thought this one was a really funny read. It wasn't like self-help for me, or I didn't even know who the author was prior to picking this book up, but I think it was recommended by a friend or something, but super, super funny, super down-to-earth book. Yeah, definitely. Okay, so wisdom. Recommend a book that you wish your younger self could have read. And for me, that was Out of My Mind. That book was eye-opening for me as a human being, as a teacher, especially as somebody who has a background in special ed. It is about a girl who is, I cannot remember what she has, but she is in a wheelchair and she cannot verbalize. She has a machine that talks for her, but it's just about her and her struggle and wanting to be heard and wanting to be known for herself and wanting just to express herself, and she's kind of stuck in her mind, and it's about her journey through like asserting herself and showing people who she really is and what she wants in her life, and not letting everybody choose everything for her because she has a disability. And I love this book. It's one of my favorite books. I highly recommend it to younger people, to middle school, high school, and to everybody, but especially like middle and high school. It was a very impactful read. It is a bit of a hard read, but it made such an impact on me. I do wish that I had been able to read it when I was in middle school or high school, because I think it would have opened my eyes just a little bit more, just to be more open-minded, and I don't know, just not automatically assume somebody with a disability can't think the same way that I think, or do some of the things that I do, to really let them show me what they can do and not make assumptions about them, pretty much. So that was the one that I wish I had read when I was younger. Creativity. Recommend a booktuber whose creativity you enjoy. And I really enjoy Haley in Bookland. I keep up with her channel, and I just think she does great videos, and I love her channel. So Haley in Bookland, and I will put her link down at the bottom in the description as well. Originality. Recommend a book that is the start of a series. And so that one, I'm going to recommend Aurora Rising, and that's a sci-fi type book, and I don't normally go for those, but after reading Brandon Sanderson, I kind of got into them and just fell in love with that book, and trying to get my husband to read it, and just I really enjoyed it. I cannot wait to read the second one that just came out. We'll be picking that up soon, hopefully. So that is a book that I recommend for Originality, for the first in a series. And lastly, it says to tag your Ravenclaw friends or challenge your friends from other houses to create their own house tag. I don't really have many or any booktube friends, so I'm going to just go on and challenge everybody to do this. I think I already pretty much did that at the beginning, but I challenge each of you to go and find your house book tag and do this, because it was fun. It was a quick little book tag. It was great. I know I could have probably gone into synopsis a little bit more, but I just kind of wanted to do a quick video today. Tell me what you think. I would love to see you guys do this tag. If you do it, comment, let me know, because I'd love to watch it. All right, have a great day. I will talk to you guys next time.